The leader of the opposition, Joseph Harmon, during a weekly virtual press conference on Monday, expressed deep concern about the worsening COVID-19 situation in Guyana. Harmon noted that the office of the leader of the opposition has received numerous complaints of discrimination in the distribution of the COVID-19 relief cash grant in some regions across the country.
My office is in receipt of numerous complaints, particularly from the citizens in regions 1, 6, 7, and 9, that there's a disturbing trend of prejudice and discrimination in the distribution of the COVID-19 household relief.
The opposition leader listed some of the alleged discriminatory and prejudicial acts being meted out, which include extra demands being placed on some households to prove ownership of the building in which they live, and residents who live in buildings that house multiple families being told that they are entitled to only one allotment. He also noted that distribution is being done mainly in those villages deemed to be supportive of the governing party, while those which are regarded as coalition supporters are overlooked. Harmon also pointed out that distribution agents, as well as coordinators of the initiative, are closely affiliated with the governing party, and they include a number of the governing party's NDC councilors across the country, who are distributing the relief packages based on political instructions, and further stated that they are being paid as much as $200,000.
It is a matter of concern that the source of the money is being used to pay these distribution coordinators and distribution agents, as it reduces the sum budgeted for distribution to households. We have received credible reports that they are being paid as much as $200,000 per person to do this.
While the leader of the opposition preferred that the coalition members of parliament, as well as its community organizers, are investigating these allegations for further action to be taken with the aim of curbing the practice, he also condemned the government's response to the pandemic, claiming that the Ministry of Health has scaled back on education and information campaigns, in addition to apparently muzzling some health officials.
They seem to be without a clear plan in controlling the spread of this pandemic. The Ministry of Health, it is noted, has scaled back on public education and information. They've been reporting less information to the public with regards to confirmed cases and deaths, and they've curtailed and to some extent muzzled public health officials from speaking with the media.
Harmon, while responding to a question by this newscast as to whether the opposition will collaborate with the government anytime soon with the aim of flattening the COVID-19 curve, he stated that the coalition had repeatedly reached out to the PPP administration while they were in opposition to sit on the National COVID-19 Task Force, but that offer was refused. He further explained that the Granger administration, while in power, had laid out carefully crafted plans on how each region, government agency, as well as the joint services should deal with the pandemic, but since the PPP took over, those plans seem to have been discarded, and it appears to be a free-for-all with no regard for life or the pandemic itself. Reporting for the HGP Nightly News, Wendell Badri.